All right, Grover. Look, I know exactly what you think of the carbon tax, so don't don't tell us too sharply. Thank you very much indeed. But just for a second, let's assume they got a carbon tax. They get what they want. What would that do to America? Tell us.
Well, it would make us uncompetitive in the world. It would raise the price of all energy and everything that has energy in it. It would price us out of world markets. Everything where we're trying to compete now would be more difficult to compete.
Do you think there is any chance that a carbon tax, the kind that the 30 Senate Democrats wanted, do you think there's any chance that eventually we'll get there?
I don't believe so. If the Democrats were to capture the House of Representatives in the next election, then we will have a carbon tax. As long as the Republicans hold the House, and if the Republicans take the Senate, it's even more certain, then no, there will not be a carbon tax. The Democrats want it as an additional tax on top of everything. What we just went through was a 15-hour fundraising effort, because there's a guy, Thomas Steyer, who this was cooked up at one of his, he's promised to give $100 million to Democrats to promote his global warming theories, and this was to make him happy. So for the 15 hours the Democrats talked, they got $6 million an hour, a little more than minimum wage.
Okay, but it's an irresistible pot of gold for any government. I mean, I'm not just Democrats. I mean, a lot of governments would really like the idea of a carbon tax, because you can take money off just about everybody everywhere. And it's easy to collect, and it's just a cash cow. You've got to believe it's attractive.
Well, it's certainly attractive to politicians who want to spend more money. It would be step one in the United States towards a value-added tax.
Yeah, exactly.
Because as soon as you had a carbon tax which hit the energy industry, then the folks who didn't want it in their industry would turn around and go, instead of a 10% tax on energy, why don't we have a 5% tax on everything? And then 5% would grow, as it has in Europe, up to 10, 15, 20% value-added tax.
Let's not forget, before we close, that our colleague Charles Krauthammer once said the best form of raising money would be a gas tax. He approved of it. That's Charles Krauthammer, Grover. How about that? Now, you've got 10 seconds. Don't be too nasty to Charles. He's a good man.
Bad economics, bad policy, bad thinking. Other than that, it's an interesting idea.
You've used that line before. I know you've used that line before. Probably on me, actually.
He's right perhaps on everything else. He missed one here. People do.
You've used that line too. Grover Norquist, everyone. Good stuff. Thank you very much indeed, Grover. Appreciate it.
Good.
Check this out.